I now let go, trust, believe, and know. Say it with me. I now let go, trust, believe, and know. Hey, what's going on, my beautiful family? Michael J. Fit here with another episode of Michael J. Fit. And as always, I hope you are staying fit physically as well as mentally. You should be happy and healthy. That is your birthright. Just as fit as you are physically, you should be fit mentally as well. You should be happy. You should not be down in the dumps, depressed, stressed out. No. You should have a good peace of mind. You should be happy and healthy. Remember that. Be happy. Make sure of it. In today's video, in today's motivational, educational, and inspirational video, we're going to be discussing the topic of how to handle baby mama drama or even baby daddy drama. Whenever you are a single parent and you have children and you are not with the other, things can get shaky, especially if they are giving you a lot of hassles. They are just being unreasonable. Maybe they're projecting anger towards you and it's stressing you out. It's just got you not knowing what to do. Hopefully this video will inspire you to improve that situation or give you some kind of idea on how you can implement what I've learned in my personal experience into your life as well. Remember, whenever you go through something, you don't just go through it, you grow through it. All right? Don't let a situation pass you by that wasn't the best for you and not learn from it. Always be learning and teaching yourself along the way. Whenever you go through something, you grow through it by picking up whatever knowledge and wisdom you can in each situation. And you move about your life and constantly improve and better yourself as a result of it. You should not be going in cycles. You should not be going in cycles. In today's video, it's something that hits home for me because I'm a very loving father. My children are I have two beautiful daughters and they mean the world to me. They've redefined my life. They taught me what life was really all about. And when I speak this to you, how I used to be versus how I am now, there is no embarrassment of it because at least I know I'm the father that they deserve, that I deserve to be as well. At least I'm that now. And before, I didn't know any better. Before, I used to not put my children as a priority. And fellas, this is something that I want to speak to you right now. If you are not putting your kids first as a priority over hanging out with your buddies or getting with chicks, then you got things mixed up. What life is really all about is that child of yours or those children of yours and impacting their life so magnificently, so beautifully, so wondrously that it just gives them such a beautiful outlook on life. You can give them that. And this is something I used to not put my children as a priority for the longest time because I just didn't understand. I didn't get it. I thought I did, but I just couldn't be a consistent father because I was still trying to find my own love, my own, another girlfriend or a wife for the longest time, right? And I was so hungry for that a lot of the times I would, leave my children with my parents or something like that so I can go with out with these girls or go hang out, which is important. Yeah, live your life. But at the same time, if you got your children with you, let's say, your children don't live with you or it's half and half or whatever the arrangement is, when you have your kids, lose yourself in them. Just spend as much time with them as you can. Be there, love them, show them how much you mean to them. You don't just tell them here and there and buy them cool things here and there. No, that might work when they're little, but when they get older, mine are already teenagers. When they get older, they're going to be able to tell the difference. They're going to be able to see for themselves if you're really being there, if you're there. Are you there with your kids? Or are you here? Are you on your phone? Are you just doing other things, not really embracing having your children? Me personally, I don't see my children that much. They live very far away with their mom, and I don't get to see them too often. And so when I do have them, I treasure that time and I spend it as best as I can with them. I just want to have fun with them, yeah. But I also want to teach them. I also want them to see my experience as well on how I experience life. Lead by example. The more you have them, the more of opportunities those are for you to teach them about life. You can teach them about life and the things that you've learned instead of, you're, on your phone playing a game or something like that. I don't know, when you could be spending that time with your children, taking them, to do whatever. But putting them as a priority is something that I personally messed up on, and it costed me big. Because that my children seen through that. As hard as I would try to be a good father, I didn't put them as a priority, and I made them feel abandoned at times even. You know what that does to a child? Abandonment, right? And I'm glad that I recognize that now, but that doesn't mean I don't have to make up for all of that, because I have to regain that trust in each of those situations when I lost it. I had to regain it all back. And I'm still, even now, working to regain that all back. And as to where it's stronger than before, your children must trust you. They must trust that you'll be there for them. They need to know that they can count on you. They have to know whenever they need something, at any moment of any second of any day, you will be there, right there for them, and they can count on you. As a father, for me, I have daughters. That's very important to daughters, to know that their father is there and ain't going nowhere. That is just something right there, all on its own. Forget, taking them places and spending money on them and all of these other things. Just being there, legit being there. And I mean presently aware with them. Not just disregarding them. No, being there for them time in and time out. Anytime they need something, they need to know that you're there for them. That's one of the most powerful things that you can give to a human being, period, let alone children, is just showing them that you're there. And by you being there too, you really have to make sure that you yourself are at your absolute best. You yourself are taking care of yourself. Being a single parent, you have to make sure, being a person in general, I suggest this to everybody. But if you have other people that you care for in your life and you're taking care of them, if you care for them, that means you take care of them. If you're taking care of them, you can only take care of them as much as you take care of yourself. And if someone tells me, well, I don't have time to take care of myself because I'm taking care of everybody else, or I don't have time for myself because I'm too busy taking or spending time on everybody else, you make the time. It's that important. The better you are as a person, the better you are as a parent, the more you can give to your children. The best whatever you give them, wisdom, experience, whatever you give them, you can give them the best of it. When instead of just giving them you, because you're not taking the time out to make sure that you personally have that time of clarity, have that time to yourself to reset, to rebuild, and just breathe. It is that important. But being at your absolute best day in and day out is important. It is required. It's not required to be perfect. And this is another thing that I've learned is I used to beat myself up a lot too as a father, which would lead me to being discouraged and want to just give up. And I've done that before. I've made my daughters feel like I just gave up. But that was had a lot to do, looking back, because I would beat myself up so much, because I expected so much of myself that I would beat myself up. Anytime that things wouldn't go my way, I try to give them something. I try to set my life up in a certain way for them. I try to do all of these things, and it just wouldn't pan out my way. And I would just get frustrated. Just frustrated. And I would feel like giving up because it wouldn't go my way. And I would literally beat myself up because I expected so much of myself. Well, let me tell you something. You can expect a lot of yourself and have all of these standards for yourself. You can, but you don't have to be perfect in those regards. And because in the event where you're not, don't beat yourself up about it. This world will beat you up enough. You're going to beat yourself up too? Come on now. That is something that I will suggest to you right now. Take it easy as a parent. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Everything's not going to go your way. And sometimes life will get caught up in the way of you being a parent, or you wanting to be a certain way with your children or do something for them, and you can't do it because your life is getting in the way. Don't beat yourself up. If you're doing your absolute best, there is nothing you could say. There is in no way, shape, or form should you be beating yourself up about trying your best. And in this world, that is all you can do, baby, is your best. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to try your best day in and day out in every area of your life, let alone being a parent. You just have to do your absolute best. And in the event that things do not turn out the way that you planned, do not beat yourself up. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a kiss. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and gave yourself a kiss, huh? Love yourself. Always love yourself in all regards. Be the most loving person you can possibly be to yourself. Would you beat yourself up if you really just loved yourself unconditionally? Forgive yourself. Do not allow these situations or this other person to get you doubting who you are. Which leads to my next point, is do not allow them to define you. Do not allow them to play with your mind. Do not allow them to lower your own character, lower your own prestige as a person, lower your own standards as a good person, a good-hearted, loving, empowered individual. You're happy and you're healthy. You do not let anybody affect that. And in the event, again, that it does, let it. That's fine. But don't make it worse onto yourself. When they say whatever they say, you have to recognize if they're saying it out of anger, they're just saying the most hurtful stuff that they can come up with to try to make you feel bad, or to try to hurt your feelings, or try to make you feel how they feel. A lot of times people want to make others down because they themselves are down, and they're trying to pick themselves up. And the other person is way up here, and the person who is down can't reach them. So they got to pull them down here so they themselves can get up. Do not allow them to worry you. This is what I want you to say to yourself. This is one thing that I say to myself. If I'm ever in that stressful situation and I could feel the stress, could feel the worry, I say, I now let go, trust, believe, and know. I now let go, trust, believe, and know. I now let go of the control I have of the situation. I now let go of whatever outcome may occur. I trust that things will work out for the better. Things will work out in my favor as a result. I believe that. I full on believe that. And now I know that. I now let go, trust, believe, and know that things are going to be better. Things are not going to be like this forever. It is your choice to grow through it. It is your choice to be even more stronger as a result of all of this, as to be wiser and to be better as a result of this. You see, you use those hurtful words as fuel to your fire for your own self-improvement, to become a better person, a better parent, to learn from, to grow through, baby. Yeah. You should be using this as leverage to get you to the next level of life. You just leveled up. Remember that. Anytime you go through something, you should be leveling up. That's the opportunity for you to level up. So don't you miss that train, baby. Make sure you get your ticket and get on board. You heard me? Learn from this experience. Grow through it. Use it as motivation to become even better. You know, and I know from experience, I'm just telling you, I've gone through a lot of baby mama drama. And I will tell you that, and this is my next point right here, is that it is not worth it to hold any animosity towards the other parent. It is not worth it to hold any negative energy towards them or even say anything back to them. Whenever they say something hurtful to you or rude to you, you don't have to fire back. There's more of a power shot response in silence than there is of you responding by lowering your own standards and saying something foolish back. You don't need to do all that. You're losing your own self-respect there. Your own self-worth just went from right here to right here. If you do something like that, no, you're worth more than that, baby. You don't have to say anything back to them at all, at all, at all. And when you interact with them, you keep your class about yourself. You keep it classy, baby, because that feels better than saying something foolish to them. That feels better than saying something hateful to them. It does. And not only that, it just empowers you even more so. You control yourself. Remember, the person that is in control of themselves in those situations always wins, no matter what. So let them say what they want to say. Let them do whatever they want to do. Just let go of everything and trust that things will work out in your favor. For always remember this. Whenever you do what is right in your heart, with 0% ego, with no ego, throw your ego out the window. It has to be the most purest intentions possible of doing good, what's right. Doing what's right and what's good. If you just do that, and trust me, I know, if you just do that, then things will work out for you. Good things will happen in your life. Good things will happen for you as a parent with your children. When you do what is right in your heart, with zero ego involved, and you just trust, believe, and know that it's all going to work for you anyway, baby. Never let yourself for once be scared or be fearful of what could happen, presenting all of these hypothetical possibilities of things that probably won't even happen, and you stress yourself out as a result of them. No, you don't have to do all of that. No. I hope this video helps. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments section or send me an email. And thanks for watching. Again, share this video. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Mwah! Much love.